where I'm almost from. I live close to there. I used to play basketball there when I was younger in middle school, and this is a tragedy. And if you could, I'm going to put links in the description below, and there's going to be a lot of donation links where you can donate to the families and to the hospitals that need a lot of help right now, because there's a lot of children and people in critical condition. But this tragedy involves a terrible person. He's 39 years old, and they're saying that he was running from police, and that's why he was driving through a crowd full of people, and it had nothing to do with intent. They don't think this is a terrorist attack. The police literally had a recording from a witness that called a news station and was live on television telling them that it was a black guy with dreads, but the police did not release any information about any suspect descriptions. We had to listen to police scanners, which I'll play the video, or not the video, but the sound later, with the police scanner and them talking about knowing who the suspect was, and they didn't release to the public that they had him in custody and who it was, and they were saying that he was a suspect of interest. They didn't say a black suspect of interest, so this guy could have probably gotten away because they were being very vague about what they were saying to the public. And the chief of police in Waukesha, is how you say Waukesha, not Waukesha or how everyone else is saying it. It's pretty funny to hear people try to say Wisconsin city names. But it's crazy to see that the police chief in Waukesha is like super BLM and had all the police officers kneel, and it's crazy to see that this guy got out of jail when I'll show you his criminal charges later in this video, where he had a $1,000 bond and he had multiple accounts of felonies that he had committed. He had been in and out of jail.
Because I'm a white guy out in Waukesha saying black guys did it.
Okay.
But this is what her daughter said.
Rick, I should inform you.
It was a black guy with dreadlocks by himself. I don't know if you want to use that.
Okay, well, listen, Rick.
And I'm not, hey, I'm a black guy, so I'm not, saying that because I'm a white guy out in Waukesha saying black guys did it.
Okay.
He's too busy sniffing little kids to even be knowing what's going on with the whole Waukesha situation. But Daryl E. Brooks is the suspect, and he's probably going to be convicted.
Lighter skinned black male, dreadlocks, no shoe.
Photos of him all over social media doing this, so he's pretty screwed. But to be honest, it's just unbelievable that the DA let this guy out, and it's all because of Milwaukee is like super systemic racism, pro BLM, like, oh my God, if we don't release all these violent criminals, we are going to be racist because the prisons are full of black people that have committed crimes like this guy, and they go out of jail, and he already had a history of running people over with cars. He ran a woman over in a freaking gas station parking lot and almost killed her, and you let him out of jail after he does all these other crimes on the cheapest bond I've ever heard. Is unbelievable. $1,000 bond. And then you got people from Illinois like praising, like, oh, he's innocent. They're trying to make it into a joke because the whole Rittenhouse thing, they think Rittenhouse is guilty. Oh, he's innocent because he was doing it in self-defense. They say it as a joke. Her name's like Mary Lemansky. Mary Lemansky was the social media director of the Democratic Party of DuPage County, Illinois. And she made some very atrocious comments about the Waukesha situation. The victim basically being not a victim. He was just scared for his life, because he lives in Wisconsin. This is just karma for the Rittenhouse situation. It was probably just self-defense with hashtags Wisconsin and Kyle Rittenhouse. For the people thinking that this isn't related, this is very related. 2 days ago, I was at the Kenosha courthouse, and I live in Wisconsin. I work at a hospital here. I know someone that was there at the event that I went to nursing school with that saw people get run over and tried to render aid to people. Tell me that you're going to make jokes about someone literally running people down in the street, most of which were elderly and children, and you're going to make jokes thinking that it's funny, trying to compare the Rittenhouse situation to a literal terrorist event. This is a terroristic attack. You can't tell me that he was not politically motivated by this attack. He ran over mainly white people in a mainly white person area. The police chief is black, and he is known to be super Black Lives Matter, super pro BLM. The same with our district attorney, the same with our governor, and their policies created this issue. The DA, John Chisholm, needs to be held accountable for what he did, for releasing this person back into the public, allowing him to commit this act, even though we knew and everybody could have predicted that he would have done something violent again. He was released on a $1,000 bond. Are you kidding me? Oh, let's get rid of bail because bail is systemic racism. Bail is too much. $1,000 bail for a guy that has a rap sheet longer than I've ever seen. The history of jumping bail. That means he doesn't come back after he posts bail. And you're still trying to tell me that people think this is funny. They're trying to compare this to Kyle Rittenhouse, and the blood of Kyle Rittenhouse's victim is on the hands of Wisconsin citizens. Lemansky wrote, even the children. So she's trying to blame Wisconsin citizens, even though a court of law and a jury showed that Kyle Rittenhouse was innocent. It's not that the prosecution was terrible. The prosecution wasn't even that bad. They had no case. This is a literal terrorist event. A lady thinking it's friggin' hilarious to joke about it, trying to make it into some joke on Twitter. And she did resign. She should just be eliminated from Facebook. I guarantee you she still has her Facebook account. My Facebook account has had many warnings on it. People have been banned for freedom of speech. Meanwhile, she's literally joking about a freaking terroristic event and people dying and doesn't get banned. Please pray for all the victims. And I'm going to put links in the description below. Please, I'm going to put links in the description below to donate to any of the victims and the kids in Children's Hospital. I know there's a whole bunch of people that have already donated, like the Green Bay Packers. Many people have already donated to this cause, and it's a good cause to donate to. So if you would please go to the description below, click on the link, just donate like $1, $5, whatever you can. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this video, please. Push this out there because the mainstream media is just trying to hide all this stuff and trying to throw it under the rug, even though this was like a major event that happened so close after the Kyle Rittenhouse situation that it can't be a coincidence. I'm Tony Salvo. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit that like, share button. Subscribe. Hit them all. Get it done. And pray for everybody, and pray for everyone that was there to have a safe recovery.